You ever wonder how some gardeners manage to have fresh vegetables even in the dead of winter, while most of us are stuck with frozen greens from the store? What if I told you that it's not only possible, but actually surprisingly easy, if you know which crops to pick and how to give them just a little care? Today, I'm going to show you how to create a low-maintenance winter garden that practically runs itself, so you can enjoy fresh, nutritious vegetables even in December. Let's start with the basics. Winter gardening isn't about complicated setups or fancy greenhouses. It's about choosing the right plants. Plants that thrive in cold weather and don't need constant attention. These are the crops that will grow while you focus on work, family, or simply relaxing by the fire. Kale and Swiss chard are the stars of any winter garden. Kale, also known as curly cabbage, can survive frosts that would kill most other vegetables. Swiss chard is almost as hardy and can be harvested leaf by leaf for months. You don't need to worry about pests in winter, and both are extremely versatile in the kitchen. You can toss them into soups, stews, smoothies, or sauté them with garlic for a quick, nutritious side dish. The key to success with these leafy greens is consistent moisture and partial sunlight. In southern states, plant them directly in the garden. In northern regions, a raised bed with a simple cover or even a container indoors can keep them producing. The best part? They literally grow while you sleep and require almost no daily care. Parsley and cilantro aren't just garnish, they're powerhouse herbs packed with vitamins. Parsley especially is incredibly tough. It will sprout through light frosts and continue growing under snow in mild climates. Cilantro is a bit more delicate, but starting it indoors in containers or a small cold frame can give you fresh leaves all winter. Water occasionally, maybe give a tiny bit of fertilizer if the soil looks tired, and you're done. Leeks are a northern vegetable through and through. They're cold-hardy, long-lasting, and can be planted in the fall for winter harvest. Leeks thrive in slightly shaded areas, love moist soil, and store exceptionally well in the fridge if you harvest in stages. Once established, they require almost no attention. A little water here and there is enough. Beets and carrots are classic root vegetables perfect for winter. Beets tolerate cold well, and carrots actually get sweeter after a frost. For best results, plant them in deep, loose soil. Cover lightly with mulch if temperatures drop too low. In southern states, they can continue growing through December with minimal effort. In northern climates, grow them in pots indoors or use a cold frame. Spinach is another winter hero. Fast-growing, low-maintenance, and nutrient-dense. Sow in small intervals, harvest continuously, and you'll have fresh leaves for salads, soups, or sautés all season long. Minimal watering and occasional feeding are enough to keep it happy. If you're limited on space or soil freezes in winter, don't worry. Container gardening is a lifesaver. Large pots, deep troughs, or even simple buckets can host these vegetables indoors by a sunny window or under a grow light. Deep containers for root vegetables, well-draining soil for leafy greens. That's it. Minimal maintenance, maximum output. A few simple winter gardening tricks make life even easier. Mulch everything. Straw, shredded leaves, or even cardboard will protect soil, reduce watering needs, and prevent freezing. Close spacing. Winter vegetables grow slower, so plant closer together. This saves space, keeps soil shaded, and maintains moisture. Gentle harvesting. Pick mature leaves and roots, but leave the plant intact. Continuous harvest without stress keeps the garden productive all winter. For indoor growers, microgreens are unbeatable. A small tray on a kitchen counter can give you fresh greens in less than 2 weeks. Spinach, kale, arugula, mustard greens, pick what you like. Easy, fast, and almost zero maintenance. Now, let's talk. Specific planting strategies for December in the U.S. In southern states like Florida, Texas, or California, most of these crops can be planted outdoors directly. Mild temperatures mean your kale, chard, parsley, and spinach will grow with minimal attention. Root vegetables will continue developing and herbs will stay productive. In northern states, use containers indoors or cold frames outdoors. Leafy greens like kale, chard, and spinach can thrive under grow lights or by a sunny window. Herbs can survive in pots indoors. Root vegetables like carrots and beets benefit from a deep container and a layer of mulch for frost protection. Another tip, don't over-fertilize. Winter growth is slow. A little compost or balanced fertilizer once a month is enough. Overfeeding can stress plants in cold conditions. Finally, winter gardening is about mindset. It's not about pushing your plants to the limit. It's about working with nature. Choose resilient varieties, protect them lightly, harvest intelligently, and you'll enjoy a garden that practically takes care of itself. By the time spring rolls around, you won't just have had fresh greens and root vegetables all winter. You'll also have a head start on the growing season. Your garden will be healthy, productive, and stress-free, giving you fresh, homegrown food even in the coldest months. So this December, whether you have a small balcony, a raised bed, or a sunny kitchen window, you can create a garden that grows while you relax. Kale, Swiss chard, parsley, leeks, beets, carrots, spinach, they're your low-maintenance winter heroes. Plant them, protect them lightly, and enjoy the harvest. Winter gardening isn't just possible, it's easy, practical, and deeply satisfying.